Coach, you may have been involved in the first ever coach trade of any All-Star game ever. Just want to get your thoughts on that in your mind. First for you, Leo.
They announced it?
Yeah.
That you got traded?
Yeah.
Oh, I got to go look at all that.
Traded.
I have no idea what the teams are.
Second time in history now. Jeez, as a player. My son hit me up after he goes, I've created history. This is awesome. I got traded as a coach. But look, I get to coach with Sabrina. I'm on Caitlin Clark's in Indianapolis. I mean, what a great show. So we'll go out there and have some.
You're not ready for this. Sabrina Ionescu just watched Caitlin Clark pull off the most absurd all-star move, and her reaction was pure gold. Confused, amazed, and instantly meme-worthy. Jaw dropped, eyes wide. Did that really happen energy? Did Clark just rewrite the WNBA All-Star playbook mid-game? And did Sabrina just realize she's living in the Caitlin cinematic universe? Buckle up. This clip is chaos, comedy, and clownery you didn't know you needed. Let's go.
You said you might be aggressive on the trade market once this opened up. Is there any player that you're looking to get to? And remember, it has to be apples to apples trade here. Starter for starter, reserve for reserve. The good news is you can't go wrong with this type of talent. Anyone looking to make a deal here?
To be completely honest, I love my team. I think they're great. I don't have any intentions of really trading any of them. I don't know if this is in the rules. I don't really care. But I think we've already discussed we are going to trade coaches. Bee's going to take her coach, Sandy Brondello. Let's get it.
Oh.
Sabrina Ionescu didn't just react. She downright glitched courtside, like her brain downloaded a surprise software update. 1 second she's locked in. The next she's squinting at Caitlin Clark, like she just saw a unicorn drain a log of 3, toss an alley-oop to herself off the jumbotron, and wink at the camera like it's business as usual.
2025 WNBA All-Star game is just days away, but we finally know who's going to be on Team Caitlin Clark and Team Nafisa Collier. Let's get into these names. Off the top, it's Aaliyah Boston, Kelsey Mitchell, teammates. Then you got Sonia Citron, Kiki Iriafen, teammates. Hello, rookies. Then there's some top-tier choices in Asia Wilson and Gabby Williams, which is a sneaky good pick. One more special twist for this event. The coaches have been swapped. That's right. Cheryl Reeve is now coaching Team Collier, and Sandy Brondello is now coaching Team.
Sabrina sure wasn't. Judging by her face, she's probably still buffering. Because Caitlin Clark didn't just show up, she flipped the whole genre. She pulled off a move so wild it turned the All-Star game into a low-budget sitcom, with her as the only one holding the script. The defenders were reduced to background extras. The crowd? Total hysteria.
Are you guys going to make any deals or bets on the game between teammates, or what's that going to be like to be foes for a day?
It'll be weird. Maybe we'll just allow each other to trade off baskets and shoot. But no, I mean, the All-Star game's always fun. It's not that competitive, and it's just kind of you get to go out there, enjoy, have fun, and just kind of celebrate the accomplishments. So I'm excited for all of us.
Thanks, everyone.
Thank you.
But Sabrina's reaction deserves an Emmy. Hands on her head, eyes wide, doing the mental math. How do you even guard that without breaking physics? In that moment, it was clear. This wasn't a rookie settling in. This was a full-blown takeover in sneakers. Sabrina might be an all-star vet, but she looked like a bystander in Caitlin Clark's highlight reel. And she knew it. That smile turned smirk turned total loss for words was priceless. Pure asterisk. This is fine asterisk meme energy. Except the whole room was actually on fire.
Not in the rule. Sorry, ESPN, if that's not in the rules, but we just made it a rule. So, Sandy Brondello, come on over.
Whoa!
Let's get to it. You can coach Sabrina. So, therefore, maybe Stewie wants to come on over to my team.
Whoa!
Let me know. Fee, you want to give me Stewie?
We have breaking news here. I don't know that I've heard of a coach being traded in the All-Star game. This is something that you're agreeing to, Fee. There's no terms to this deal.
I agree with Cheryl, I agree with the trade. I love Cheryl. She's my coach here. And you know what? That's just going to be worse for Team Clark because now we got more chemistry on our side. We got more synergy. We know what we expect from each other. So that was a bad move.
Let's be real. It wasn't just the move. It was the moment. The stare down, the swagger, the message sent loud and clear. Any lingering doubt vanished when the coaching drama dropped like a bomb on media day. Caitlin Clark didn't just accept the all-star setup. She flipped it. Most rookies quietly take whoever the lead assigns. Caitlin? She vetoed the plan and brought in Sandy Brondello like it was already her show. Meanwhile, Stephanie White got sidelined. Her coaching style feels stuck on flip phone mode, while Clark's game is pure chaos and precision. She needed someone who wouldn't blink when a rookie starts running the floor her way. Enter Sandy, a champion, smart, unbothered, and totally fine letting a phenom coach.
So after the teams were chosen, a surprise moment happened. Now, of course, I'm still feeling it because I was two off, man. Two off from picking the entire two teams, but it's all good, man. I'm not tripping. Now, at the end, a trade proposal was capable of happening, right? Now, when I was looking at the rules at the beginning, I was like, dang, they could trade? So that portion of the whole draft happened. And I'm like, dang, who are they going to trade? I wouldn't trade anybody. And of course, Caitlin came up saying, I'm fine. I wouldn't trade anybody. But we can trade these coaches.
Caitlin Clark didn't just flex on the court. She flexed off it too. And the league had to act like it was all part of the plan. Sure, the rookie gets to pick her coach. Totally normal. Just like I planned to marry Ryan Gosling at 17. This wasn't a negotiation. It was a power move. Clark basically kicked Cheryl Reeve off the sideline, sending a message that rattled the whole setup. Reeve built a legacy, and Clark walked in like, cute, but I'm rolling with Sandy. The wildest part? She was right. It was a perfect fit, or at least perfect chaos at Barclays Center. The result? Pure comedy and brilliant basketball. Clark turned the All-Star game into her personal highlight reel. The crowd lost it, the cameras couldn't look away, and Sabrina Ionescu looked like she needed tech support. There are levels to this, and Clark just skipped a few, all while grinning.
At the end of the draft, Caitlin and Fee had the option to trade any players, but instead of players, Caitlin said that she wanted to trade coaches. Originally, Cheryl Reeve was supposed to be coaching Team Clark, and Sandy Brondello was going to be coaching Nafisa's team. But Caitlin said, nah, let's switch. Fee, you can have your coach. But there might be something deeper. Wonder if Caitlin has been keeping receipts of some of the things that Coach Cheryl Reeve had to say about her, including this little Twitter exchange that happened last year. They were tweeting about the preseason game and that the links weren't being televised. Somebody said, is there a reason why it's not being shown? Another user said, because they only care about Caitlin, and Cheryl Reeve responded that part. Since fans have been calling her out about this last year and
Caitlin basically dared the WNBA to stop her. She didn't just shake up the status quo. She ran it over, rebranded it, and sold shirts on the way out. The league's response? A shrug that said, guess the kids run things now. Hard to blame them. Clark might be the best trade the league's ever seen, except she wasn't traded. She was drafted. That's how huge her impact is. It feels like she parachuted in and started moving the furniture around. Only fitting that a rookie walks into the All-Star game and becomes both the highlight reel and the headline. Every pass is a story, every grin a viral moment. And credit to Sandy Brondello. She doesn't try to box Clark in. She lets her shine. In return, Clark gives her the most entertaining All-Star show in years, plus a front row seat to the chaos.
All-Star rosters are officially set, and this live was crazier than you could have even imagined, because what do you mean halfway through they just decided to switch coaches? Not trade teams, trade coaches. So they went back and forth. Caitlin Clark got the first pick, Collier got the second pick. She picked Aaliyah Boston, then she picked Stewie, then she picked Sabrina, then she picked Alicia.
Meanwhile, Stephanie White is probably staring at a chalkboard somewhere trying to figure out what just happened. The answer's simple. A phenomenon walked in and didn't wait for permission. Clark didn't ask, she just did. And the league figured it out quick. Either jump on board or get left behind. That's why Sabrina's reaction matters. It wasn't just funny, it was honest. Whether it's a wild step-back three or casually flipping the coaching order, Clark's wired differently. So if anyone's still wondering who runs this league now, Sabrina answered that with her wide eyes, dropped jaw, and an unofficial all-star vote rescinded on the spot. And just when it couldn't get stranger, in comes Stephanie White with her emotional carry-ons. The moment she landed, it was like Avengers. Sun Edition, only not Marvel, just kinda, mild. She brought the old Connecticut crew, DP included, turning Indiana Fever from a fresh start into more of a relocation experiment.
The WNBA All-Star Draft was fun between Caitlin Clark and Nafisa Collier, the team captains, picking the players, picking the rosters. But the most interesting aspect was the coach swap, because Clark traded Cheryl Reeve, who was the coach of her team, or was to be the coach of her team, to Collier for Sandy Brondello, the coach of the New York Liberty. Of course, Reeve is Collier's head coach for the Minnesota Lynx, so that makes sense. But the drama is going to come from Reeve having previously been critical on social media.
Queen, that's Caitlin's nickname for those of us in the know. She's like, look, I'm going to do you a solid. We all know my coach absolutely hates you. It's going to be a terrible, terrible experience for you. You have so much on your shoulders as it is, all the hate that you get, all the pressure to grow the league. And I don't want you to have to deal with all that for your All-Star weekend as well. So, of course, being her star player, I've got her wrapped around my finger. I can deal with all that. She's not going to give me any of that crap. So why don't we just straight up trade coaches?